هي x2 minus x1 over y2 minus y1.
When we find the gradient of the line, like if you have a line, okay, and this line is a straight line, okay, a straight line is different than the curve, okay, because in a straight line, in all the points, the gradient is the same, no difference, okay.
Yes.
So if you want to find the gradient of the line, you just write the formula y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, this for the line, isn't it?
Yes.
But for the curve, the gradient is different from point to another point, okay?
Okay.
So in the question, he asks you to find the gradient in a certain point, not for all the curve, like we see now. Okay, can you read the problem, Yusuf, to understand how to do it?
Yes, okay. Approximate the gradient of the curve y equal x2 plus 1 at the point 2 to 6 by drawing a gradient. First, plot the graph as accurately as you can near to the point where you
No,
can.
don't read the explanation, just the question. He says approximate the gradient. The word approximate, ya Wahiba, approximate means that we have a scale. Like someone can find the answer 1.2, Yusuf find it 1.4, and both of you are correct. Okay? Because this is approximation answer. Find the gradient of the curve y equals x squared plus 1. First step, you have to graph the curve. And here it's already graphed for you. This is the graph of the curve. This is the graph of the curve x squared plus 1. And he says at the point 2, 6, by drawing a tangent. Okay? So basically you have a tangent, and if you find the gradient of the tangent at this point, you find also the gradient of all the curve, but at this point. What does it mean? This is a graph, okay? You draw the graph. Where is 2.2, 6? Where is 2, 6? Huh? 2, 6 is here. Yes?
Yes.
Then you draw a tangent. What is a tangent? A line touches the graph at certain point, which is 2, 6 here. Then you draw the tangent here. And try to be accurate. Try to be accurate. Here, like this. Try to use a sharp pencil to be accurate as much as you can. Then you use the formula, gradient is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Wahiba, if you're following us, please Press 1 in the chat. Okay, thank you. So here we need to find 2 points on the line, ya Yusuf. 2 points on the line. Any 2 points. So here, for example, this point, yes, 1, 2, yes.
كنا واخدينها من ده بنسميه سلوب اللاين ده.
From the line, you take any 2 points from the line, from the red line. From the red line, any 2 points.
I mean قصدي الريد لاين ده اسمه هو ده الجريدينت صح؟
لا, the red line is the tangent.
tangent معلش. Okay.
And we need to find the gradient of the tangent.
Yes.
So you take any 2 points, 1, 2, and another point.
كنا 14 و 4.
4, 14. Oh, 4, 14. 4, 14. Okay. 4, 14 is here. Then use the formula y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Then it will be 14 minus 2 over 4 minus 1. 12 over, again,
4.
4. So the gradient is 4. See here in the, he says the estimation is 4. In the notes, we can use a different way, we know that, another way here, we know that the gradient is rise over run, yes?
Oh, yes.
A rise is y, a run is x. So you make a triangle like this. And then you count from here to here. 5 minus 1 equals what? 4, yes?
4.
This line is 4. And this line from here, 18 minus 2, 16. Then you divide 16 by 4, it is 4. It means now you have 2 ways. Either you use rise over run or y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, and here we go, we're done.
مستر ممكن تشرح تاني بتاعت rise over run دي؟
Rise over run again. In the beginning, you have only the red line, yes?
Yes.
Okay, so you make a triangle, a right angled triangle, in any position you like, in any position. Yani you can make it like this, if you like, and it will be the same answer by the way, like this. Okay?
Okay.
Any triangle. Then you find the length of y, which is rise, and the length of x, which is run. Then you divide the rise by the run, and you find the gradient. If you don't understand this way, try to practice it, or if you don't understand it, if you don't like it, use the lower one, which is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Okay?
Yes.
Okay. Any question here? Any further explanation? Do you like? Okay. Now let's take an interesting lesson, interesting topic, which is calculus or differentiation, which is basics, by the way, very simple information. And if you study AS Math or A2 Math, you will take extended information about this idea, but we just started, okay? It's like break the ice between us and the calculus. We have something called differentiation, or to find the derivative of the function. If you want to find the derivative of the function k x bar n, you use this formula. By the way, dy by dx is the same meaning as f dash x, the same meaning as find the derivative, the first derivative. Find that. So you use y for y equals kx bar n. You write k times n and then x bar n minus 1. What does it mean? It means you multiply the power by the constant. Then subtract 1 from the power. For example, y.
مستر
Yes.
أنا ما فاهمة حاجة.
No problem. Just you understand the previous one about the gradient?
أيوه.
Okay, just easy. Like for example, يا وهيبة, if you have y equals x bar 2, okay? And we'd like to find dy by dx. What should I do? First, put 2 down here. Then 2x. Then subtract 1 from 2. 2 minus 1.
1.
So it's 2 bar x. Another example. Y equals 3x power 3. dy x.
تكون 9 x
9
power 2.
9 to the second power. Is that difficult?
لا easy. أنا خفت لما شفت ال k وال 9 وال x.
No, just easy, you know. Here, ya Yusuf, can you solve with me?
Yes.
Y equals 3x squared minus 5x plus 3. Here how can we make this one? Multiply 3 by 2 equals what? 6. 2 minus 1, 1. So 6 bar x. How about 5x? 5x here is 1, yes? So 1 multiply 5?
5.
5. And then put x. 1 minus 1?
0.
0. X bar 0.
0.
Any number power 0 is 1.
1.
Any number power 0 is 1. Any number power 0 is 1. So it is only 6x minus 5. And if you have a constant, like if you have 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 7, 2, any constant, you just write 0. Cancel it, remove it. خلاص. It will be 6x minus 5.
Plus.
Let's take more examples to understand. Y equals 2x power 2 plus 3x minus 9, then dy by dx equals, Yusuf, huh? Yes, Yusuf? How to find dy by dx? What should I do? Yes, يا وهبة؟ huh? It will be
أيوة مستر
4
سامعني.
huh?
X
x
power 1.
power 1, yes,
Yes. 3
plus 3, yes,
plus 9 يعني هتكون 4x minus 3.
it will be 4x plus 3. How about 9? Just remove the 9. Remove the 9. Okay? Thank you, Ahiba.
يعني 9 هعتبرها ما في يعني.
Just remove it, cancel it. Because the derivative of the constant number is 0. Is 0.
Okay.
Okay. Here, Yusuf, huh? dy by dx,
yes. dy by dx. أجاوب قصدك كلام؟
yes. X squared will be what?
x square bx.
X ولا 2x?
لا 2x 2 multiply x.
2x. 2x. وهيبة ها dy by dx
12x power 3.
12x power 3. برافو عليكي. يوسف again dy by dx
هنا هيبقى 10
10
x
x
plus 3.
plus 3. ما شاء الله. Good. برافو.
إذا مكتوبة تحت.
Yes again.
أنا ما خدتش بالي إن هي مكتوبة تحت الإجابات. أنا فاكر ده السؤال التاني اللي تحت.
Got you. Okay. Okay, I will give you like 2 questions for practice for 2 minutes, like you can do it alone, and send me the answer on WhatsApp. Your turn. Find dy by dx. Okay, guys, just take like 2 minutes and send me the answer on WhatsApp, please. Okay, thank you, guys. Like, I'd like to ask you, Yusuf, why here it is 1? Why you write 1 in the last question?
محتار اسيبها فاضية ولا 1 بس يعني قلت اكتبها 1.
Why 1? What is the power? X power what?
لا انا قصدي على مش 2 multiply 1 over 2 equal 1.
And how about X? 2
سبتها
minus 1?
1.
Okay,
اكتب
X
x.
bar, X bar 1 is X bar 1 is X.
ايوه يعني اكتب 1 اكتب x بس.
Yes, 1X or X.
اوكي حاضر.
Okay. Just please correct it. Okay. That is nice. Let's complete what is going on. Like, thank you, guys. You did a good job. Now the question is, how do I find the value of the gradient? All what you need to do is to find do y by dx or the first derivative Then you substitute x value into the expression for the derived function and evaluate it. What does it mean? Read Ya Wahiba to understand. Read the question. Find
the gradient of the curve y equal to 3x power 2 minus 2x at the point 2, 8. dy divided dx equals
No, خلاص.
6x.
No need to read the answer. No need. So guys, here, once you read dy by dx, f dash x, find the first derivative, find the gradient, find the local points, find the minimum points, find the minima, find the maxima, find the maximum point. Any question like this, you go directly and find dy by dx. They all names of the same thing, dy by dx. So here, this is the function y equals 3x squared minus 2x. Then I will find dy by dx. Yalla Yusuf, find dy by dx.
هتبقى دي 6 x
6x minus
minus
2. 6x minus
2.
2. Then
what?
Then after we find this one, we need to know the gradient. Then you find dy by dx when x equals what? 2.
هو كاتب لي البوينتس. اوكي يعني
dx when x equals 2.
بس هيبقى
6 multiply 2 minus 2. 6 multiply 2, 12. 12 minus 2,
10.
10. So the gradient at this point is 10.
I can write 8 بدل 2.
Yes, you can write when x equals 2, you substitute x with 2 and find the value of the expression, and this value is the gradient of the line.
Okay.
Okay, I will give you a question now, and this question you do it alone, just practicing, okay? So guys, please take like 2 points, try to figure out what is the gradient of the line at y equals 3x power 2 plus 5x at the point 3, 8. Just take like 2 minutes to do it. Thank you guys, but I'd like to discuss something with you, Aiba. X here is what?
3.
But in your answer, you put it 2.
Mm.
So just you need to edit it. Yeah, Arish.
Yes, sir.
Actually, it's hard for you to understand like this from the middle because you have to go back to know from the beginning what is the formula and how we solve. Just listen, try to write with us, and then rewatch again, and maybe you have like an understanding.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Now we're gonna speak about the turning points. The turning points. Try to make sense of the word turning point. What does it mean, turning point? Okay. See here, if you have a curve like this, y equals x squared. We draw it like this. And if you check here, we have here a minimum point, a minimum point. Yani the smallest point of the curve, isn't it? Okay, so this is called turning point. Okay, so for x bar 2, how many turning points do I have? Only 1 point. Only 1 point. Because how can I know the turning point? Because if you see in the curve, it's going down like this. It's moving downward. Then after this point, it starts to go up. Okay? So this is the turning point. The point where the behavior of the graph changes. Okay? This is called what? This is called the local maximum or the local minimum or the stationary point or the maxima or the minima. Any word from these words, you have to find the dy by dx. Again, Ya Yusuf, if he asks you, please find the local point, please find the minimum, the maxima, the minima, the stationary point, what should I do, Ya Yusuf? Find what?
dy over dx.
Dy over dx. Okay,
Yes.
let's complete. Here, the example. Read, Arish.
Worked example, find the x coordinates of any stationary points of the function y equal x squared minus x.
Okay, stationary points here, yeah, Arish. This x bar what?
Or 2.
Power 2. Very good. For x bar 2, how many stationary points?
1.
Only 1 point. So I have only 1 point. Thank you. Wahiba,
أيوة مستر.
here in the question, he mentions stationary points. What should I do? Find what? dy by dx. Yes?
Yes.
يا شباب, please focus and remember, if you want to find the local point or the stationary point or the minimum point or the maximum point or the gradient or whatever, go immediately and find dy by dx. Okay?
Yes. Okay.
Now here, ya Yusuf, it is y equals x bar 2 minus 6x. How can I find dy by dx?
تبقى 2x
2x
6.
minus 6. And خلاص. 2x minus 6. And now I have to complete. I have to complete. If you want to find the stationary point, what should I do? Write dy by dx equals to 0. Write dy by dx equals to 0. Okay?
Yes.
So 2x minus 6 equals to 0. Now solve the equation, normal equation, to find x, only to find x. What should I do for 6?
Shift 6 with positive sign.
So yes, it will be 2x,
كده تبقى x equal divide by 2 ماشي يبقى 3.
x equals 3. خلاص, we done. x equals 3.
والستيشنري بوينت هي نفسها اسمها هي نسيت اسمها طبعا.
اللي هي المينيمم بوينت or الماكسيمم بوينت هي نفسها اللوكال,
هي نفسها تيرنينج افكت.
هي نفسها turning point. Yes, they are the same. All of them are the same.
Sir, can you give me example?
We will practice now, yeah, Rish, don't worry. But yeah, Rish, the main idea about dy by dx, like here, for example, if y equals 5x squared plus 3x minus 8, this function, okay? And we need to find dy by dx. And dy by dx is the first derivative. And dy by dx is the gradient. dy by dx
Gradient.
at x equals 0 is the local point or the minimum point or the stationary point. Okay?
Okay.
What is the rule? The rule is easy. We just do like this. You see the bar here? You see the bar here?
It will be 10x plus
Yes.
3
It will be 10x
plus 3.
plus 3. How about 8?
It's 0.
خلاص. Is that difficult?
No.
I guess we studied together the differentiation rules before. You remember?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Okay. Read يا وهيبة. Worked example.
Find the x coordinates of the turning point of the function y equal to 1 over 3x cubed minus 1 over 2x squared minus 2x minus 1 and determine the nature of the points.
Okay, so
If y
1 minute. Guys, in your information, if you have x to the third power, it means you have 2 turning points. Again, if it's x bar 2, 1 turning point. X to the third power, 2 turning points. So here I have 2 turning points. Two turning points. Because why here two turning points? If you remember last session, x bar 3, we graph it like this. So you have a turning point here and a turning point here. So you have how many turning points? 2 turning points. 2 turning points. And now the question is how to know the turning points, how to find the turning points. As I told you before, if he asks you to find the turning point, find dy by dx. Yes?
Yes.
So what should I do first? Find the first derivative. Find dy by dx. So here, just a sec. Arish, can you find with me y dash or dy by dx?
dy over dx equal 3 over 9.
It will be 3 multiply third, yes?
Yes.
And 3 multiply third is 1. So it will be x squared.
Why
Huh?
it will be x squared?
Because you have to subtract 1 from 3. We do subtract 1 from the power, yes?
And you will subtract 1 from the power.
Yes. Then multiply 2 by half. 2 by half equals what? 2 by half equals 1. So it will be x
1.
minus, 2x will be what?
2x will be 2.
Only 2. How about negative 1?
Ignore it.
Ignore it. It will be 0. So dy by dx is x squared minus x minus 2. Then, as the previous example, you have to write dy by dx equals to 0 and find the value of x. Okay? Then x squared minus x minus 2 equals 0. Then you need to solve the equation. Here we solve the equation by factorizing. We solve the equation by what? By factorizing. So factorize. It will be xx 2, and I need 2 numbers. When I multiply them, I got 2. When I subtract them, I got 1. 2 times 1. Yes. And 2 will be negative, 1 will be positive.
Positive 1, negative 2.
Yes, salam. Then x will be negative 1 and x will be 2. x will be -1 and x will be what? 2. What is the problem now? The problem, I need to know which one of them is local minimum point and local maximum point. Which one is the minimum? Which one is the maximum? To know that, you need to find, we have 2 ways to do it, or 3 ways. One of the easiest way to do this is to find the second derivative. To find what? The second derivative. Where is
Sir, what do you mean by derivative?
Huh?
What is the meaning by derivative?
Derivative is dy by dx.
Okay.
Like you multiply the power and subtract 1 from the power. We have this one. Dy by dx is x bar 2 minus x minus 2. Yes? Then
Yes.
make another derivative. Like find dy by dx again. Find f double dash x. Okay? Differentiate again. So second derivative equals 2x minus 1. 2x minus 1. Okay, guys? Again, first of all, you find the first derivative, dy by dx, and equalize it by 0. And then after that, after equalize it by 0, you find the value of x. Then you differentiate again using the same rules. It will be 2x minus 1, the second derivative. By the way, you can write the second derivative. If here dy by dx is the first derivative. If you want to write the second derivative, you can write like this: d2y over dx squared, like this. Okay, guys? This is the first, and this is the second derivative. The second derivative, yani, you differentiate again. Okay? Now, guys, what is the next step? Easy. Substitute now. Substitute with x equals -1 and x equals 2. X equals -1 and x equals 2. Okay, guys? What should I do next? Both x equals -1 and both x equals 2. When x equals -1, what is the value of the derivative? 2 times -1 minus 1. 2 times -1 is what? -2. -2 minus 1? -3. When x equals 2, 2 times 2 minus 1. 2 times 2?
4.
4. 4 minus 1?
3.
3. Okay, guys?
Okay, sir.
Which one is negative and which one is positive?
-3 is negative and a positive 3.
So the -1 is the maximum. So this one is the maximum point. And this one is the positive, the positive one is the minimum point. We do the opposite. The positive one will be the minimum and the negative one will be the maximum. The secret that you master this kind of question is to solve and practice. To solve and what?
Practice.
Practice. Just to memorize and to know the steps. To know the steps. The first step, find the first derivative. The second step, find put it equals x, put it the first derivative equals to 0 and find the value of x, then find the second derivative and then substitute with the values. The negative one will be the maximum, the positive one will be the minimum. And all the answers are here, guys. It's written already here in the notes here. Now it's time for practice. Time for practice. I will give you now like a worksheet and we will solve a lot of questions till you understand. Okay? So don't worry. Okay, guys?
Sir, can you send to us this notes in the group
What notes?
that you explain on it for
Now,
us?
this one?
Yes.
It's already uploaded in the classroom.
No, I want the explanation. What you are written on it.
With read one, you mean my annotation? Annotation?
Yes. Yes.
Ah, I got it. Okay, I will send it to you.
Okay. Thanks, sir, so much.
Okay, so I will share now the worksheet.